Hello, welcome to Hope for Flint. I'm your host, Kristen Wolosinovich, and I'm here today with the CEO of the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Flint, Tazari Robinson. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
How exciting to be one of our first shows in our new studio at the Ferris wheel downtown Flint.
It is very exciting. It's fun to come down to downtown Flint, and it's a great excuse to get out and really, come hang out and see all the hustle and bustle in downtown Flint.
Really, Tazari, this city is hopping.
Yeah, it's really surprising. My wife is from the area, so when I was in college in the early 2000s, way back when, I would come and visit, and I've seen the transition since I've been here for the last 10 years, and it has just been remarkable how much it's grown.
So where are you from?
I am from a small town called Orrville, Ohio, which is the middle of nowhere.
Where's it at? Ohio. How far away is that?
It's about 4.5, 5 hours away from here. It's northeast Ohio, not too far from Akron.
But you know what's so exciting about your story is a beautiful Flint girl lured you back to the city. She's no dummy. She came back home. And how long have you been here?
I have been here since 2008 officially. I've worked in Flint since 2009.
Okay. And you actually were part of the Boys and Girls Club growing up.
Yeah. I started my club journey when I was in the 4th grade. I was just a little knucklehead kid looking for something to do. My mom was a single parent. She kept me and my brother involved in everything. We tried a little bit of everything, and the club was the one thing that stuck.
So is that what kind of was your inspiration in wanting to be a part of the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Flint, obviously?
Yeah, absolutely. I grew up, like I said, single parent household, really looking just to find something, find my niche. And the club was that opportunity. And they gave me a lot of awesome experiences when I was a young person doing community service and helping out. It was my first job for $2 an hour. I watched Coats in the Coat Room, so it was it just stuck with me, and I knew when I grew up that was the direction I wanted to go in. And Flint was a community that I was aware of and I knew about, and my wife was from the area, and I knew I wanted to really work in a community that had that servant heart about it, and Flint is that.
Well, for Hope for Flint, we really are advocates and passionate about laying that foundation work, especially for our children, youth and education, and really laying the groundwork at such a young age. And it's so important what you do, and especially for a community such as Flint. I mean, you look at the socioeconomic data behind it, and you growing up in a single family household is not that different from what you're seeing within the city of Flint. How long have you been the CEO?
I'm creeping up on about 5 years now. In August, it'll be 5 years. It's gone by really, really fast.
Okay, let's talk about this. These kids give you so much, don't they?
They do. Every day I go home and there's an experience or an interaction or something that just makes me, really smile and understand why I'm doing this. And the community is great. And, our office is based in our building where the kids are. I couldn't imagine being in a corporate office where I didn't have the opportunity to interact with kids. So it's awesome.
Well, and I think what is so important is, as much as these kids probably change your life, you literally are changing the course of their life. You are giving them direction and skill sets that really will provide guided discovery for their entire life.
Absolutely. Our goal is, really for all of the young people that walk through our doors, by the time they leave, and graduate from high school, they have a plan after graduation, whatever that may be. And, I was lucky enough from my own experience, I really had no idea what I wanted to do. Mm-hmm. I knew I was going to graduate high school. I was probably going to go to college. And I would figure it out from there. But those community service opportunities and getting the opportunity to mentor young people at my club, that really stuck with me, and that guided me to this career.
Where are you located at?
So we have 2 locations. We are on the east side of Flint, on 3701 North Averill Avenue, just off of Richfield Road. And then we have a second site that we've recently opened on Bristol Road at the Flint Central Church of the Nazarene Peak facility. So
That's amazing.
yeah, we're going to do a ribbon cutting in July, and it's going to be awesome. And we're going to, have pizza and a DJ and do all the fun stuff.
Oh my gosh, Hope for Flint will be there for that ribbon cutting. That's so exciting. Yeah. And how can people find out more information about getting involved with your organization?
Absolutely. Our website is www.bgclubflint.org. Or, our social media, we're on Facebook at Facebook/Flint Club, or our Twitter is at BG Club Flint.
And I think what's so important, Tazari, for people to know is you also depend on a lot of donor dollars. Like, you need help from the community. You work with children. They join the club from what age?
7
years old till they
17.
till they graduate high school or age out, 11th or 12th grade. That's 10 years of key time
Absolutely.
To really lay that groundwork, to put out civic leaders and throw these birdies out the nest and make sure we're doing our job. And what are some of the services and skill sets that you guys, if I'm 7 years old if I'm a parent of a 7-year-old and I bring my child to you, or they come after school, or when they come in to your doors, what are they expected to do, or what do they receive?
So the first and foremost during the school year, we do what we call Power Hour, which is a homework help program. All of our staff, all of our spaces, they're all focused on homework. So that first hour when the kids get out of school, before Johnny can go play, you got to get that homework
It's not
done.
Johnny anymore. It's Aiden, Hayden, Braden.
Apple.
Yes. Or Apple. Yes.
Or Apple.
Yes.
You got to get that homework done. And because we know that the young people who come have those relationships with the adults, I'm in there interacting with the child, making sure they're doing the homework, helping them out. And then from there, the different spaces open and we focus on academic success. Our teens, we're getting them out to colleges, meeting with counselors. In the summer, we focus a lot on summer learning laws, promoting literacy. We do tutoring. Healthy lifestyles is another big one. So, of course, sports are huge in Flint. So getting our kids involved in different leagues and activities
I have goosebumps.
to our fitness room where they're learning how to work out. And then character and citizenship is the other thing, which is, our Keystone Club is kind of that club within a club. They're doing community service projects and really being the advocates for the young people in their community, in our club and outside.
So think about that, viewers and listeners, how important education is key. You push academics, you push education in that discipline, but then there's the nutrition. Then there's the athletic side, then there's the mind, body, soul, then there's the character building, the community involvement. It's really all encompassing. And how incredible is that? And again, we depend on dollars from our community to help sustain, because I am not kidding you. We cannot replace these services. That is so, I can't even tell you how important it is for the city of Flint and for these kids of Flint who we have said are coming from very different socioeconomic backgrounds.
Absolutely.
They're coming from single family households, or they're being raised by grandma and grandpa or aunts and uncles, or they're in foster homes. Right. You are getting kids, and do you take everyone? I mean, what is the protocol?
We take everyone. There are no restrictions. Whether you're single parent, hearing impaired, anything. We take you. We'll figure out a way. As long as we know your needs, we'll meet you where you're at. And 7 to 17.
We'll grow from there, baby.
That's the only requirement.
I love that. So, real quickly, so excited. Here's a plug. Shout out to the Northwestern class of 1969. Woo-woo. They have their 50th class reunion coming up. And they are doing silent auctions and a big fundraiser within that class. And I'm super proud to announce all of those dollars are going to the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Flint. Awesome. And they couldn't have picked a better organization to give their dollars to. So thank you. Thank you beyond words for your work within the community, your commitment to these kids. We know it's not easy.
I go to work every day, and it's hard work, but it's rewarding work. And that's the big thing. I know I'm working towards something, which is really awesome.
Well, I think long after you and your team and your staff, shout out to Emily Leonard.
Yep.
Too.
Shout out to Emily.
Shout out to Emily and your entire staff. I think long after, your days, your retirement, wherever you choose to go, Florida, I don't know where you and the wife are going, but your footprint within the community will be legacy, will be generations. And what you and your team do really are changing the narrative here within the city. So thank you. So please, again, website.
It is www.bgclubflint.org.
Check them out. Go in. And is there a direct phone number?
Yeah, you can call us at 810-249-3413.
And again, 7 years old to 17. And you heard in the interview all of the life skills and skill set and support systems that they offer to these amazing kids. And then here's one of my last questions. Is it just within the city of Flint, or do you take outside county, or, I would say like Swartz Creek or surrounding cities?
Absolutely. We take young people from all over the county. I live in Grand Blanc. There are a couple of young people in my neighborhood who go to the club during the summer. So it doesn't matter. We're not just restricted to Flint. As long as you're 7 to 17 and you're a young person and you want to come out and have fun, this summer we are offering free memberships. We had a
Excellent.
very generous donor at Grayer Logistics is covering membership fees for all of the young people, so you have no barrier to access our programs.
That's excellent. And what is a membership? So free memberships for the summer of 2019, and then what is a membership cost?
So a membership cost is typically $10 for a new membership and then $8 to renew. So one of the big things that we push with donations is, hey, sponsor a membership. We want to make sure. I myself, like I said, club member, started when I was 9 or 10. Never paid for the membership because it was one of those things, we probably could have made it work, but why restrict a child, for families? It could be tough. And, that membership fee could be the difference between gas to get to work. It could be a difference between dinner for the night. So we don't want that to be a problem.
Tazari Robinson, CEO, Boys and Girls Club of Greater Flint. Will you come back on?
Absolutely. Anytime.
Of course you're coming back on, because you are going to have a monthly segment. So we will be featuring your students, all of your members, your staff, your events, anything. You've got the big ribbon cutting. So we are honored and privileged to cover that. And we are so excited. Thank you so much, Boys and Girls Club. You are hope for Flint.